Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic book review. Hey everybody, it's Friday. It is Friday, and I try to review a new book for you every single Friday. There's no other magic review channel out there doing the latest and greatest tricks, decks of cards, books, and downloads, and giveaways every single day. Every single day. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you because I want you to know what's out there, and I want you to know if it's worth it, right? I open it up, I let you know exactly what you get. Today, what a book. What a book. Can you see how big, I mean, this is my head, right? Look how big. I mean, granted, I have a big head. I have a big forehead. But like, look at that. Look at that. Look how much information is in here. Oh my goodness. 472 pages from Bob Farmer. This is the Flim-Flam Conglomeration by Bob Farmer. Like I said, 472 pages, $75. $75. Hundreds of illustrations by Tony Dunn. You know Tony Dunn. You've seen his illustrations in other books. It's going to look like the classic magic book that you've grown to love. 71 chapters. 71 chapters. There's so much in here. Let's get right into it. Have you ever heard of Magic Magazine? Of course you have. Of course you have. Then you probably know that Bob Farmer had a long-running column on Magic Magazine called Flim-Flam. It was a cornucopia of beer bets and swindles and, you know, scams. This book is a conglomeration. It's an assembly. It's a encyclopedia of all those columns put together for you. Is there magic tricks? Yes, of course, there's magic tricks. There's card tricks, but there's also tons of stuff with dice and dominoes and coins and rope and mentalisms. There's a whole bunch of money stuff in here. There's gambling tricks in here. There's scams, tons of scams, bar bets, tons of little humorous things, this and that's. There's so much in here. Now, I will say the majority of this, yes, is kind of like the bar bet, the surefire bet, the scam, right? The like, I bet you can't do this kind of thing, and you never lose. There's a bunch of entries in this book that say, as long as you do this, you never lose, right? As long as you copy what your Mark did, you'll never lose. As long as you lay your stuff down the way he did, you'll never lose. As long as you, when you lay yours down, make sure it totals 13, you'll never lose. As long as you go first, you'll never lose. Lots of those, okay? Lots of those. And you'll be able to take these and apply them right away. Very easy to do. Written well. Written well because, come on, Bob Farmer's been writing a column for years, okay? When you write a column for years, you get to the point where you know how to write. You know how to write, you know how to put words together, and the man is funny. He is funny, and you will enjoy reading this. Even the things you never do, even the things you'll never perform, Bob makes it fun to read. Fun to read, and I will say there's a lot in here you will use. Because bar bets are kind of those things where like you do it a couple times, people have seen it, right? Especially if you go to the same bar. But with a book like this, you'll never run out of material, ever. You will always find something in this book that you'll be able to use, right? Bar bets are not the same as magic tricks. Bar bets are, you know, something you learn, something you pick up, and just it's in the back of your brain, and you'll be able to do it whenever. And you don't say, well, that bar bet's not really my style. If you do bar bets, right? If you do gotchas, they're all your style, right? They're all your style. So material you can use and not difficult to do. Not difficult to do. The stuff in here is not overly knuckle busting, tons of sleight of hand. Like Bob understands you're trying to bet people and scam people and trick people. So he makes this very approachable, easily at the skill level set that most of us have. So I thought we'd do a couple things. First, We're going to go through the chapter headings because the chapter headings are humorous. He has them in the vein of the 10 Commandments, which is kind of cool. And then we'll look at a couple of tricks together. All right, let's go. All right, chapter 1. Thou shalt always tell the mark that you will cheat and he will lose. Chapter 2, thou shalt always appeal to the greed of the mark. Chapter 3, thou shalt always lie about the true odds. Chapter 4, thou shalt always risk less money than the true odds say you should. Chapter 5, thou shalt always entice the mark to risk more money than the true odds say he should. Chapter 6, thou shalt never welch. Chapter 7, thou shalt offer the mark a chance to win his money back. Chapter 8, thou shalt understand the Flim-Flam fully and describe it clearly. Chapter 9, thou shalt be gracious in victory and defeat. And chapter 10, thou shalt not transfer money to a Nigerian prince. And then you're going to get a forward. And of course, the book is here. Let me show you some of those beautiful Tony Dunn illustrations. See if I can find one with, cards. Look at that. See? You're see exactly the kind of book that this is. Full of stuff. Like I said, written well, material you'll use, and you will never run out of fun tricks to do, well within the skill range of anyone. All right, let's look at a couple of example tricks. For instance, here's one called Lay Your Money Down. It says you and I take turns laying dollar bills on top of a folded newspaper. The bills can be placed anywhere, but they must not touch each other or extend beyond the newspaper. At some point, there'll be no more space left. The player who places the last bill down wins all the money. Here's another one that's super easy to do that's a lot of fun, and all you need are 3 pennies in your pocket. You place 3 pennies in a row, tails, heads, tails, and you challenge the mark to end up with 3 heads in 3 moves, turning 2 coins over in each move. Then, win or lose, you challenge him to end up with 3 tails after starting with 3 heads with the same exact rules. And this one, of course, he's definitely going to lose. Here's one that's easy to do. It's called Born in the USA. Take out your wallet and make a bet that Denmark, Mexico, Norway, and Poland are all within a 20-mile radius of each other. There's another one called Free Drinks for Life. And in this one, you arrange 5 empty glasses so they alternate mouths up and mouths down. Bet the mark that he cannot turn all the glasses mouths up in 3 moves, moving only 2 glasses at a time. You can even demonstrate how to do it, but no matter how they try it, they will always fail. Here's a fun one with dice called the 4 dice game. The mark takes any pair and you take any pair of dice, and each player throws $1 in the pot. You each throw your dice. The higher number wins the pot. If the numbers tie, then nobody wins, and each player has to add another $1 to the pot. The throws are continued until there is a winner, and you will win, well, most of the time. Here's another super easy one that you can do. When you have your spectator show you a $20 bill, you notice that there's 2 adjacent serial numbers, a 5 and an 8. You then bet him money that you can shuffle a deck of cards and those 2 values will end up together in the deck. Here's another one called Cards That Play Together, Pray Together. You can have the mark call out any 3 values. That's value, not suit. Say like ace, queen, 9. And then you bet him even money that you can find 2 of those values together somewhere in the deck that they just shuffled. And you'll win most of the time. And probably one of my very favorite ones is called Snow Job. You're going to hide up to 10 pennies in your fist, and the mark is going to do the same. And neither of you know the number of coins the other one holds. And then you both reveal your coins at the same time. If a player is holding an odd number of coins, and the total number of coins between the 2 of you is odd, that player wins and gets to take the loser's coins. So if you're holding 3 coins and the mark is holding 4, you win, since the total number is 7, and you are holding an odd number. You get to take his 4 coins. It is also a win if a player is holding an even number of coins, and the total number of coins is both even. And you're going to play until one player has all the coins. And guess what? You can win this game whenever you want. I know, it sounds fun. They are fun. There's so many fun things in this book. And like I said, you're never gonna run out of fun material, right? And once you learn one, you'll know it probably forever. So you'll be able to go back to this again and again and just add new batches and new fun tricks to your routines. Let me tell you what you need, okay? So there's some things, of course, that you're gonna need. Coins and cards, obviously, dice, obviously, but there are some super secret magic gimmicks that'll help you with some of the tricks in here too. So you're gonna need a double-headed quarter, a double-tailed quarter, marked cards, a stripper deck, the DeLand automatic deck, a Svengali deck, 3-card money, and 2-card money, and a pair of 7-11 dice. Now, obviously, those gimmicks will work with a few tricks in here, not all of them. Most of the tricks in here are just with standard everyday objects like cards, coins, rope, dice, you name it, pens and pencils, right? Just regular run-of-the-mill stuff. And if you do read something in here and you're like, oh, I love that, and then you forget where you read it, there's actually an index in the back that he calls the scam dex that helps you find which column you might have read that trick in. So yeah, the Blammo Flim-Flam Conglomeration Bob Farmer from your very favorite magic retailer. I want to thank Bob Farmer for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you and pick it up. Pick it up, especially if you appreciate books that aren't necessarily all magic, but have some fun, some levity, some betches, and it's a fun read. Like I said, it's worth, you know, if you're the kind that's trying to build a magic library and you want a variety of books on your shelf, this book, I think, definitely adds that. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.